Hey guys, welcome back to Mastering Social Media Management. And if you're listening to me on the podcast, welcome to the Social Media Manager Bible. In today's episode or in today's topic, I'm going to be talking about social media management terms you should know as a beginner. There's so many terms that actually exist when it comes to mastering social media or working in social media. And I feel like you must have heard some of these terms before and you had no idea what it meant. Your social media bestie, your social media coach, your social media manager coach is here to tell you what these terms mean and what they actually do mean for you. Now, the first one is alt text. I'm sure you must have seen it, you must have heard of it. You must be asking yourself, oh, what does this actually even mean? So alt text, that is also called alt text, is a written description of what appears in an image within an HTML code. I wanted to say HMTL code. But it is a priority for accessibility and web design, but also helps search engines index your images for SEO. So it makes it searchable for, like, maybe you see, I'm sure when you search for some things, it brings out some Instagram posts. That's because they have alt text in them. And it also helps people that are visually impaired. Yes, people that are visually impaired still use Instagram because of alt text. So not everybody's visual impairment is complete blindness. Okay, so alt text gives a description of what appears in the image to anybody or any search engine that exists on the internet. The second one, and the most popular one that you must have heard so many times, is algorithm. Now, what exactly is an algorithm? I know for most of us when we were in school, algorithm means something that deals with like numbers and all, but an algorithm is like a set of formulas developed for a computer to perform a certain function. Yes, it is a set of formulas developed for a computer. So when people say they're blaming the algorithm, they're blaming formulas. And this is actually very, very important in social sphere, as the algorithm sites like Facebook and Google, Instagram, Meta, Twitter, they use it for critical and for developing like content promotion strategies. Basically, that's what the algorithm does. So when you're blaming the algorithm, just know that you're blaming a set of formulas. And like I always say, it is whatever you feed the algorithm that the algorithm actually pushes, or the algorithm gets back to you. So you have to feed the algorithm content so that when it calculates that formula, it knows that, okay, Balaji is feeding this algorithm content, so I'm going to push it to Balaji's audience. Because you can't feed the algorithm nothing and expect something. No, you can't. You have to feed the algorithm something, basically. All right, the next one is analytics. Now, as a social media manager, you're going to be hearing so much when it comes to analytics. And analytics is data that helps you to track the performance of your social media content. Now, analytical data could include things like page views, page reach, time spent on the page, link clicks, and engagement rate, depending on what your client is looking for. And probably after I'm done with this series, I'm going to talk about what to include in your analytics report. And like I said, at the end of this course, I'm going to show you exactly how I audit and analyze my social media accounts, because I'm on 4 different platforms, which is mostly Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, and YouTube. And it takes me like an hour and a half to audit myself and analyze myself and say, okay, this is what worked, this is what is not working, this is the data, this is how the content I've used gave me this report in the data, and every single thing. So analytics is like the data that helps you or your clients track performance of what your social media content is. The next one is audience. Now, your social media audience is your followers and the people that you hope to reach. For example, an ad on Facebook might help you to target people who have liked your page and look alike like the audience that you're hoping for. That's what audience is. It's like the people that you're trying to reach. We've heard it. Audience. We all know what audience means. The next one is bio. Bio is a short explainer that explains who this user is or who this brand is. So we have some examples of bios on Instagram. Everybody literally has a bio. Bio is like write something, a few words about yourself or who you are and everything. It's like a normal term you should use. So when people say bio, don't be like, oh, I don't know what the meaning of a bio is. You know now. Now, brand awareness is another word. It's another term you would hear as a social media manager. So brand awareness is how memorable a brand is to its target audience. You might hear, oh, we need to increase brand awareness. And by increasing brand awareness, there might be certain strategies that the brand wants to implement. So it's totally up to you to figure out how to do that. But brand awareness is like a common theme that we use when it comes to social media marketing and social media management. Another one is brand voice. Brand voice is the communication style that reflects the company's brand or the company's tone or the creator's tone or the business tone, basically. So it's what makes the brand stand out. So what's your brand voice? When people ask you what's your brand voice, you know, brand voice is like, how do you want to be perceived online? How do you want people to see you? How do you want people to when they read this content or when they stumble across this content, how do I want it to influence them? Like literally, okay, so I'm already overthinking this thing. So for example, I can say a skit maker, for example, on Instagram has the brand tone of wanting to be funny. Yes, so the person's brand voice is more of being funny. All right, and then the person now crafts their skits in a way that it appeals to the audience with their own unique brand tone. So for example, there's this skit maker I follow on Instagram. Her name is Taoma. She does a lot of different profiles, different how do I say it, different profiles. There's the Tenny, there's the younger sister, there's Tao, that is the main subject. There's Iya Tao, that is literally always slapping people, like slapping sentences into people. She's not being abusive, basically. That's how like African mothers are. Then there's Baba Tao, that loves women. There is the brother, I've forgotten his name, but definitely I know this because she has been able to like craft the brand tone towards that. So basically that's it. Now the next two words, B2C and B2B, they actually relate. So B2B is business to business companies that sell to other companies. That's business to business. When you hear B2B, is business to business, while B2C is business to consumer. So if you're a social media manager for B2B, you're a business targeting other businesses. Maybe you're a wholesaler targeting other retail businesses. But if you're a business to consumer, you are targeting a retailer targeting customers or a wholesaler targeting customers. So B2B and B2C, business to business, business to consumer. Very simple. Next one is carousel. A carousel is a social media content that contains multiple images that viewers can scroll or tap through. Carousels are present on Instagram. Carousels are present now on TikTok and also present on LinkedIn. Call to action. When you hear CTA is call to action. Call to actions are like things that you offer people to do. So call to actions can be like buy now. It can be like tap the link in my bio. It can be like share this post to your story, tag someone in the comment section. That's what a call to action means. Next word is ChatGPT. I'm sure you must have heard of what ChatGPT. Everybody has heard of ChatGPT. And if you've not heard of it, well, this is what ChatGPT means. ChatGPT is OpenAI's conversational AI, and it runs on GPT, that is a language model that uses natural language processing to understand text prompts and also pull information from the web to respond to those prompts. That's what ChatGPT is. It can help you answer questions or generate content like an Instagram caption, how to promote a product, and so on and so forth. So in talking about ChatGPT, I've created videos about it, but I'm also going to create more videos about how you can use ChatGPT as a social media manager or a business owner, if you're a business owner that just watches my channel and every single thing. But I'm going to link in the description below a video I have made on how to use ChatGPT as a social media manager. So make sure to check it out in the description below. Next word is clout. I'm sure we must have heard a lot of things when we hear, especially if you are an active Twitter or X user, you hear clout. So clout is a measure of social influence. Somebody with more clout has more influence over their followers and the general public. A lot of people like clout is, oh, you're just tweeting it for clout. Yeah, clout is a measure of social influence. That's the meaning of clout. Okay. Yes. Next word is clickbait. So, clickbait is a term to describe marketing or advertising materials that employs a sensationalized headline to attract clicks. So, I can like create a thumbnail and say, "Oh, I made 3 million naira in a day." And then the video doesn't talk about that at all. That is literally a clickbait. I just want people to click on the video and watch it. So you understand what clickbait means. Next word is curation. Now, curating content is different from creating content. So curation is the process of finding content that your audience finds useful. So you can curate content from different websites, different posts. It's basically taking posts that other people have created and curating it together and creating content. So it's curation creation. I don't know if you get that, but that's what curation is. Next word is engagement rate. Engagement rate is a popular social media metric that is used to describe the amount of interaction, maybe likes, shares, follows, comments, basically, that a piece of content receives. That's engagement rate. So when people ask you, what is engagement rate? Well, I just told you today. Now, the next word is fear of missing out, FOMO. Yeah, fear of missing out. So if FOMO means literally fear of missing out, is like an acronym that tells you it's like a feeling that a lot of brands, a lot of businesses spark within their customers or their target audience to make them not want to miss out on a certain thing. So people use this to encourage their customers or their target audience to take immediate action. So for example, their call to action might be, there's only 2 pairs of shoes left. So, and a lot of people like maybe really like the shoes or the boots and everything, and then they go because they don't want to miss out on it. Impressions measure the number of times a site has displayed your content. I'm sure a lot of you must have seen impressions on your Instagram, regardless of whether a user looked at it or not. As long as the site has displayed it, probably they've seen it and they didn't stay too long to do it, it is counted as one impression. Next is influencers. Influencers are people that affect the buying decision of your audience. They might help you to achieve the brand's goals if like they have like experience with promoting similar products and all, but we all know what influencers are, right? Next word is KPI. As a social media manager, KPIs are something you will hear, especially if you want work in-house. Your KPIs are called, the meaning of KPI is an acronym basically, is called key performance indicator, and these are things that they use to measure the goals of your social strategy, whether it is converting, whether it is working, or whether it is not working. Next word is metrics. Metrics are numbers that measure the performance of your social media content. Basically, metrics help you to measure the performance of your social media content, and one example is like the engagement rate that I talked about, which is how users interact with your post. So using metrics to measure your the metrics are basically the numbers. So that's how you measure that this is what's working, this is what's not working. So when I was auditing my account yesterday, I'm like, okay, this metrics helped me to understand, okay, this is what's working, this is where I need to put in more energy so I can see like an increase or something like that, basically. Next word is meme. I'm sure we must have seen a lot of memes on social media. So meme is like a text, a video, or an image that is spread across through social media for humorous purposes. So you want to make people laugh, people use memes for that. We see a lot of memes, especially most times when there's like an international event, like maybe the Eddies, or maybe the Met Gala, or the I've forgotten the last one I wanted to say, but memes go viral. People call it memes. There was a time I called it meme, but yeah. And users get in by creating their variations and also sharing them. So there was a time the Little Miss meme got viral. Yeah, a lot of people. I know somebody that created an Instagram page for just that, and it went completely viral. I'm even going to use it again in one of my posts this week. So. Next one is native advertising. I don't know if you've heard of it before, but this is like a social media ad that looks like a regular post, but it is an ad, and it can create engagement because users can like, comment, and share, and because they don't know it's an ad, but it is called native advertising. We've heard of organic reach, and that is the next word. Organic reach shows you how many users view your content without you actually paying for like any promotion, and it includes any user that's viewed your content at least once. So basically organic reach. So if you are a creator, a social media manager that is managing a brand, and you do not run ads on any post, what you're seeing is the organic reach. Paid reach is how many users view the content that you've paid to promote. Basically, when you run ads, paid reach is what you see. Paid reach, then there's page reach. I'm confusing myself, but you can see it on the screen. Paid reach, page reach. Page reach is how many users view any content posted on a specific page over a defined period. So it allows you to understand how often your content reaches the brand's followers. That's what your page reach is. Then post reach is like a metric that shows you how many users view like a specific post on social media, and it can help you determine the popularity of specific content. Now, what is reach? Reach represents how many people view your content, such as your ads, your posts in their feeds, and it also counts individual users, so you can use it to measure the size of an audience. Next word is social listening. Now, social listening involves using software to monitor conversations around certain words and phrases. With an understanding of the conversations or the context of the conversations, you can learn how users feel about a brand, and those insights will help you strengthen your future content. A lot of social media managers need to know how to do social listening, and I talked about it a little bit in my book. I'm going to link it in the description. It's for sale, it's not for free. It's like a guide. It's like the beginner's guide to social media management. It's called the Social Media Manager Bible. I wrote it sometime last year, but I've not really been promoting it, but yes, I'm back to doing that. So yeah, social listening involves you using software to monitor your conversation, and I think I discussed more of it in the book. Now, next one is social proof. We're almost getting to the end because I'm in S right now. And if you go back and you check, you will see that I was doing everything alphabetically. Okay, social proof happens when people make decisions based on what their peers are doing. So you might measure your brand's potential for social proof based on your follower count or interactions or posts. So basically that's what social proof means. Next word is social media ROI. ROI means return on investment. So social media ROI means social media return on investment, and it is a metric to determine the revenue your social media marketing campaign is generating when compared to how much you're spending on the campaign. Basically, that's what it is. It's a metric. Testimonials is the next word, and testimonials are usually videos or written reviews from past customers of the brand or business, basically. Next word is UGC. I'm sure we must have seen everybody talk about UGC. UGC means user generated content, and it is any content in form of text, videos, images, reviews created by consumers rather the brands. Yeah, it's the consumers that actually create that content, not influencers, consumers rather than the brand. Next word is vanity metrics. Vanity metrics are metrics that look impressive, but they have situational values. For example, impressions are often the highest number you view in your post metrics, but you may choose to use other metrics to measure your brand awareness, because to be honest, impressions don't really matter. Yeah, it just shows that your post is getting seen, but how many people are actually engaging on your post? Those are the things that you should be more concerned about. And the final word is viral. Everybody at one point in their life hope to go viral. I hope my YouTube channel goes viral so I can hit like 100k and get the play button. But viral is a term that refers to the content shared across social media such that it spreads exponentially. And marketers always often use viral content as a strategy to promote brands and products. That's it, guys. I'm done with some of the terms that you need to know. If there are more terms that you think people should know, if you're on YouTube, just drop it in the comment section. Like, pop it in the box. I'll also love to know if you're listening to me on maybe Spotify, or if you're listening to me on any podcast platform. I think it's only Spotify that allows you to write a comment. Which new word did you learn from, or which new word have you heard before but did not know that this was what it meant? And because of this video, I told you the meaning and you learned it today, and you not be clueless going forward. Let me know in the comment section, either on Spotify or on YouTube. And that's it for today, guys. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.